What's up everyone, welcome back to another how-to episode in our little heist script where we code a heist for QBCore and ESX frameworks. First things first, thank you for everyone's support. I really hope these are helpful, and it does bring me pleasure to see that some of you actually do enjoy and find these helpful. So I'll keep doing my best. Right. Our completed objectives are as follows. I want to go through a few things, and that would be a door lock for certain times of the day. That might be a bit difficult, and this would be our episode objectives. That is what I like to focus on now. So heading over to our client Lua, we have our little event handler that we ended off with the previous time, where we play a minigame, and if it is successful we add an item, otherwise we tell them to try again or remove the item if it breaks, in the case of a lockpick, if you will. Right, there are a few mini games. Maybe we could do FiveM mini games, and I'm getting a bit sidetracked, but heading over here, what do they look like? Oh my lord, okay. Sure. These look quite interesting. Actually, I like this one. This looks like some mathematical thing. Could be cool, could be cool. Right. As I said before, it is an export, so it'll do some things, and that is also why this has to be a function, but I would like to have it a callback. But we can't necessarily have a callback, and therefore we'll do this wait loop like we discussed the previous time. Right. What I do want to do is look at time functions in our little natives list. Okay, weapon, no, vehicle, task, system maybe, timer A, counts up every 1000 is 1 real-time second. Okay, timer B, sure. Gets the current frame time, set timer, right. Stat set day. That is statistics, player, get time. Okay, get time since last death, get time since player hit ped. That could be interesting. Then we have physics, set ped max time in water. What? Inverse kinematics. Huh. Okay. Time of death. Pathfind. Object. Network. Money. Mobile. Musk. Graphics, fire, event, entity decorator, cutscene, clock. Get local time, gets the local system time. yeah. Get time cycle modifier. Count. Get game timer. Guess the current game timer. I mean, we could try that, can't we? So let's copy that. And let's do this. Let us do this. Do we have any commands yet? No. So let's register command. And we'll call it test DH. Function taking in no arguments and end. All it'll do is do local return value and print maybe redval. So ensure in underscore dh. Right, starting the script. .head is fine. If we do slash test dh, what does it do? It should print something. Oh my. 35 26 718. That makes no sense. Get game timer. Actually, let us then try add to clock time. Set clock time. Get system time. Get local time. So let us do this. And we'll do print hour concatenated with minute. Save. Does that work? Test DH 1949. That is my local time, so that is not what we want. We want the in-game time, right? So print redval. How can we ensure maybe it is milliseconds. Decor set time. Time stamp. Ugh. You know, activate time cycle editor, clone modifier, create, enable, get game timer, we already used it, get game timer in milliseconds, game timer in milliseconds. So maybe as a test to string return value, but divided by 1000. And actually let's put that in brackets and we do math dot floor of that specific variable. So restarting the script, 3,738. Right, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's minutes and seconds. So that won't help us, will it? With time cycle modifier count. Returns the amount. Okay. Turns available to applied. No. 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 Time cycle. Let's Google how to get in-game time in FiveM. Get clock hours, get clock minutes and seconds. So that is theoretically all we need. So if I were to do that, and do that, and do that, saving that, and restarting our script, 3:13, perfect. Okay, so it is not time, but clock. And it is extremely simple to implement this. When we go to our events, talk to pet, let's just search for the position, we trigger it right while inside. If the heist is triggered, then we end, else and no. Okay, maybe let's rewrite it. Right. So we'll say if not data center dot heist triggered, and so what we'll do here is get a local time and, well, local time basically, and hour is, ooh, how will we do that? Hour is more than config dot time dot hour maybe. Then else end. So what I'm thinking is if we do admin menu, server management, server time, let's do something like 1 o'clock. We tested, yeah. Okay, so let's go to our config. Config, here we go. Minimum police jobs. We will definitely work on the config at a later stage. However, now let's just work on this config dot heist. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do start is a little table on its own. We'll have an hour and a minute. Maybe have an open. And a close. This is quite confusing. So let's say it opens at 8 p.m. and closes at 4 a.m. Right. So we could do local hour, okay. Local, we just care about the hour, right? Local minute, okay. Maybe let's just finish this logic and we'll say false and false. So we will say something like if config dot heist dot open dot hour. So if the hour is larger if the hour that we take in is larger than our close hour, I'm lying, our open hour. So larger or equal to our open hour, or the hour that we take in is smaller or equal to our close hour, then our okay is true. End. And we will have summing for our minute as well. So minute and minute and minute, minute and minute. Right. And our okay and minute okay. Then we can do all that stuff. Otherwise we tell them, hey, nah, sorry bro, you're too late, right? So we can comment that out. Let's just see, we get the hour and the minute, and then we initialize both hour okay and minute okay. If the hour that we take in is larger or equal to the open hour, right? So if it's 21, well, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, whatever, right? If it is equal to or larger than, or it is equal to or smaller than that, then hour okay, right? Then we look at minute. Minute always has to be larger or equal to the open minute and smaller or equal to the close minute. Otherwise minute is okay. So let's say we set this to 10 minutes and it is currently 4:09. 4, which means it is equal to the close hour. So hour is okay. Now we look at minute, right? So minute is smaller than the closing minute, which means it is okay. Cool. We could do that, and we could do that. Alright. So only if it is the correct time, if the heist isn't triggered and it is the correct time, then we can trigger the heist. Otherwise, we tell him, sorry bro, you are too late. So we can delete that. So if we go to restart, what are we going to do? Head over here. Boom. Talk to Ped. Sorry, I've already handed over my key. Hadn't. Okay, so our error is sorted out. Now, if we go to open our admin again, server management, we'll set it to basically 9 PM. Right, go over to this little guy, be like, yo bro, control just released, entered zone, and our heist should technically be triggered now. Right. Let's see, inventory, no, this is other stuff, other testing stuff. I don't think we have given an item yet. So going to talk to Ped over here. If there's not enough police. Honestly, we could just grab all of this and put it in here. Right? Because we don't even have to trigger this anymore. We just straight up trigger the heist. Okay. We'll do that. Check. Right as. We'll do the check immediately as the key is released. If there is enough police on duty, then we get the clock hours. And if the heist isn't triggered and the time is okay, then we do our thing. Otherwise, we just return and it is what it is. Sounds good to me. Logically, that seems pretty fair. So going over here, talking to Ped. Something happened, but I don't know what. If I click on E, why does it do that? Law enforcement, true. So why does it do that? Over here, police on duty, that's fine. Lub, add item if can. Okay. Obviously, we do not have the item registered in our core yet, which is a minor oversight on my part. However, it is not an issue. We could just give a test item like let's do glass. So in our config we just do glass, right? Ensure restarting the script, going over here, talk to Ped, That should have sorted it out. Actually it has not. I wonder why. We'll get to that, I guess. This was decent progress. We have, well, the door lock isn't the issue, right? We just tested the logic with the PED. So all we'll do in the next episode is we'll put a lock on the door, and we will literally just do the same exact check on when the player tries to unlock the door, right? But instead of that, I actually did it this way. So the heist only triggers when, or can only be triggered during those times. Actually, I lie. I will remove it and we'll put it on the door lock itself. Okay, so what'll happen is you can go to the guy any day or any time of the day and grab the key, hold on to the key until you need it, and as long as the heist is not triggered, we can go to the place and unlock the door. So we won't trigger the heist until we unlock the shop door. And I think that is fair. So that you can go grab the key any time of the day, whenever you want to, and you can only trigger the heist when you have that item to unlock the door during certain times. Right, I'm just thinking about how we would handle something like this. If we don't limit the amount of keys he can give, then a single player could just go to the NPC 15 times and grab like 15 keys, right? And he'll just never have to return to the NPC. Okay, so either we have to make the player pay for the key, or we have like a little database table to store the amount of keys left and have the config kind of set the amount of keys available. So you can pick how many keys the script starts with when the server restarts or when the script restarts. So maybe like 5, only 5 keys are available per server restart. And I think that's pretty cool. So in the case that it's 1, there could literally be only 1 key, and if someone takes it, then it is what it is. We actually don't need a table for it. All we have to do is put it in our config and save a variable in our data center, like something like data center keys remaining is let's do 0, and then on the server on resource start we will do data center dot keys remaining is equal to config dot keys available. We'll copy that name, stage settings, we could do heist dot trigger item. Maybe do shop key and then keys available, we could do 1, right? So whenever the resource starts, we set the available keys to the keys remaining, and whenever we talk to the PED, so in this case where we add this item, so let's go to the server and in our callbacks, add item if can, and we obviously return a status. We could do if item name is equal to config dot heist dot trigger item and give status is true, then our data center dot keys remaining becomes data center dot keys remaining minus 1. Okay. And we can do a similar check. Well, we actually have to. If the item name that we take in is equal to the heist trigger item and keys remaining is 0, then return false. Right. And then over here, if not given, then return end. The only thing I'm thinking about is feedback to the player. Yeah. But yeah, let's do that then. So I'll go figure out a few things so we can streamline our next episode and smash out a bunch of things, right? Because we're already talking to the NPC that gives us an item, and he won't trigger our heist start anymore, but our door unlock will, right? So on the door, over here, only during certain times, yes, and this would then trigger the heist start. Okay, so we're talking to the NPC gives us an item. We don't require an item to talk to the NPC, but that'll be easy to set up. How? We just put this, not add item if can, but our has item callback, and we just do a little check. If we have the item, then we can talk to him, otherwise we can't. Super simple. But I'm not going to do that now. So stage 0.5, fantastic. Right. Then we'll work on the interaction locations after we've set up the door itself. Cool. I think that concludes this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and thanks for your continued support. I truly hope these help you, even if it's in a very slight manner. So thanks again for watching. Catch you in the next one.